I'm glad she's alive. I'm glad about that because I was praying real hard. I have a daughter myself. So that's first and foremost. Let's be clear. I'm happy she's good. The thing that I'm concerned about is she wants privacy until she feels better to speak. I get that too. But in the meantime, if it were my daughter, and I'm just speaking from my perspective, right?
Mm-hmm.
Don't beat me down in the comments. If it were my daughter and my daughter would talk to me regardless of what she's been through. She made it home. My daughter's going to talk to me. I know she will. So if my daughter, whatever my daughter speaks to me in her truth, just to not look complicit with foolishness, I would give some type of statement. I would say, my daughter is not of sound mind to speak to you guys right now, but I did speak to my daughter. And I can only give you a little bit of what happened because I do feel like people deserve to know. People absolutely deserve to know because people were really praying for this girl. People were out looking for this girl. This became the world's daughter, if you will. So
Right.
if you make it like that where it becomes our problem, then we have a right to speak about it. We have a right to ask about it because we might want to know so that we can be safe, so that we can know what to look out for going forward. If this predator is still out there, what does he look like? Where
Right.
were you at? Where did he take you? And then what also sounds suspicious to me, I have an Apple Watch. They said she had a watch that was left behind too. So you just took your watch off? You didn't leave nothing for nobody to be able to figure out how to get to you? It's just a lot of things about this situation in and of itself doesn't make sense. And I
Mm.
know emotionally we want to say, why are you victim blaming? I'm not victim blaming because, again, I do have a daughter, but I'm not going to be a fool because I did the same thing with Jussie Smollett. I was all in my emotions. Oh, my God, look what they did to the Empire guy. I love him. Oh, my God. And then what happened? He made a fool of all of us,
Yep.
like all of us. And I understand the first thing we want to do is protect, protect, protect. We do. But somebody need to say something. Why all of a sudden the family's so quiet?
Right.
Say something. This remind me of the Jamie Foxx thing. Say something. You want to come out and tell us that the man's sick, but then you don't want to tell us nothing after you didn't even have to tell us he was sick. They didn't
Right.
even have to involve none of us. They could have done all of this quietly if they don't want you to have an opinion about it. That's all I'm saying, guys. I'm glad she's alive. I am glad. That's not something that I take lightly because, again, I am a mother. I love passionately with my whole heart, but this don't make sense. There are holes. It's more holes in this than Swiss cheese. Can somebody
No,
say
right.
something so that you don't look complicit with the foolishness, just in case it come back? You don't want to, as a mother, look like you was in agreement with all of this foolishness. You don't want to look like that, daughter or not. Because let me tell y'all something. If my daughter did something like this for attention, baby, the consequences and repercussions, they wouldn't even have to come and do anything to my daughter. I'm gonna handle that on my own. Because and if I knew my daughter had some type of mental illness, because people exhibit that,
Yeah.
if a person had something going on with themselves sometimes,
Right.
if they live with you, you know, why didn't they get her some help? This is not the way you get help because at the end of the day, like the young lady said, this is a crime. And if they find you to be a liar, you're going to get dealt with just like Jussie.
Yeah.
And you're going to have some time to sit down and think about your mental illness, and your mama will see you when they free you. It's just sad. It's sad that we have to even have these types of lives where we're wondering about where the truth lies, because it's a couple of sides to every story. The
Right.
truth, her truth, the other truth, the police truth. Instead of having everybody out here doing this, make a statement. It's easy. You cared enough to pull over to the side of the road in the dark to get to look after a baby. But now you fought for your life for 48 hours. That's what the boyfriend said, right? Am I correct in
Right.
that,
That's what he said.
her
Yep.
boyfriend says she fought for 48 hours and you don't have no scars, no battle wounds, no marks. They released you from
Right.
the hospital and you fought for 48 hours.
Come on now.
You understand what I'm saying? It's just a lot of things that it just doesn't add up. The math is not mathing. That's all we're trying to say. You know, you fought like that and nobody, you not scarred up, ma'am. You fought for your life. Okay, we give you that, but can you make some type of statement? You don't even have to show your face. Just say something so other people can be safe in your area. And that's just all I wanted to say.